What's going on, guys? BornStudios here, and welcome to Webfishing. So this is a game that's kind of taken Steam and the internet by storm. It's on Steam, as I just said, right now, and it's been very popular the last few weeks. I had a friend at work tell me about this game, and I was like, it doesn't sound too appealing. They were like begging me to buy it, and I wasn't really into the vibe that they were putting out saying what it was about, and I don't know, they kind of put it out there as like a kind of like an Animal Crossing type game. What I've shortly found out is that I've played some games here and there with that friend, Left 4 Dead, and then eventually I caved and bought Webfishing, and turns out I have over 50 hours in this game, and I've only had the game for about a week now because of how addicting it truly is. This is very much like a grinding game. You have to grind and get certain things. So what I want to do is just kind of go over the basics in this game and showcase a little bit of gameplay and a little walkthrough of how the game works and all of that jazz. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm just gonna, first thing, when you hit play, you're gonna have a lobby. You can join a lobby from a code, or you can search these random lobbies, or you can go up here and create your own lobby, a public one, a code one, a friends only. I'm gonna do offline so no one can join. And that way I can easily show everyone how the game works. So, right here, you're gonna enter the game. This is your little character. This is not what your base character looks like. You'll have a choice picking between a cat and a dog. I chose a dog because I'm more of a dog person. But all of these cosmetics I'm wearing, the yellow boots, the black pants, the flannel, the hat, the glasses that I'm wearing, it's all stuff you can unlock, and I'll show you all that here in a little bit. So yeah, you can play the game, basically, if you use your little mouse wheel, you can scroll out and play the game like this, or if you want to, you can actually go first person and just walk around like this, and you can play the game first person, which I think is pretty cool. But I choose to play the game kind of like this. I don't know. So this area right here is your spawn. So you don't have like an actual map that you can like open up like a GTA game, or really any game like that has a huge open world to it, but you do have like a basic layout of what this area is. This is your spawn. This is where you're gonna spawn in every time you go into a server, and then at your spawn, let's go over through a few things here. This is a sell and bait station. I'll get into that here in a little bit. This is a paw print point station. This is where you can do quests, and you can catch fish. That's essentially what the whole premise of the game is. It's web fishing. You go out and you catch fish. There are saltwater fish, there's freshwater fish, and basically you can. There's also miscellaneous fish that you can get, like horseshoe crabs and just random shit you can pull out of the ocean, like soda cans and boots and branches and seaweed and just a bunch of shit like that. So, also, this is perfect. We have this little thing in the global chat. It says, "What was that?" We're actually going to go ahead and pull that out now. So I know I'm kind of blowing through everything. I actually had a recording of this game in line, and I did it last night, but the audio was fucked. So I'm actually going to pull out something up here. We're going to do, I guess we could do Nautilus bait. Why not? So I'll get into this in a second. There's just a lot I have to go over in this video. And then we're going to... I thought that would get it. Maybe not. There we go. Okay. So no need to fear. I will go over all the fishing mechanics and stuff later on in the video. But like I said, I did record another version of this video where I went through everything more in detail. But unfortunately, the audio was corrupted. So let's go ahead and go back to the spawn point, and I'll go through a few of the things here. Shit. So yeah, obviously if you fall in water, your character cannot swim, so you'll just be spawned back to whatever land you were on before you drowned. So like I said, this is the little quest board. You can hit E on it and find out what quests you can do, like catching certain fish and all that jazz. Over here is a sell and bait station. So this is where you can catch and sell your fish. I have a bunch of fish here from what I've caught. I've also got some stuff from when I was doing metal detecting. And then up here is your bait restock. So when you get in for the first time, when you first play the game, you'll start off level 1, obviously, and you'll start off with worm bait. Worm bait is your base type of fish bait that you'll have in the game. You basically can level up from there. So, like, you'll go from worm to cricket, from cricket to minnow. Actually, I think it's from cricket to leech, and then leech to minnow, and then minnow to squid, and then squid to nautilus. So, yeah, that's essentially how it works. But like I said, you will start off with the worm bait. That worm bait is, you don't need to upgrade anything. You'll start off with that as base level 1 bait, and you can go fish for that. And then eventually when you sell enough fish and make enough money, you can level up your fish, your bait. And then over here, this building over here is where you're going to find most of your upgrades in the game and most of your cosmetics you can buy. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear my birds. They're very loud this morning. I'm filming this at like 10 in the morning. So if we go in here, you have another sell and bait station. These sell and bait stations are spread across the map all over the place in case you need to find easy access and you're not near spawn. That's essentially where you can go. There's just a bunch of them throughout the whole map. And then this this big frog motherfucker, if you talk to him, this is where you'll find most of your upgrades. So you can get your bait licenses. You have to unlock the baits, and then you can start buying the baits. The Nautilus bait, you need $15,000 to unlock. I don't know how I did it. I was grinding hard and fishing where I could and selling all my fish, and that's how I got it. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of time to do that, but I've been playing the game pretty much nonstop for a week now, so I've done a lot in this game. You can also upgrade your camp tier. Camp tiers will allow you to unlock other bait. It'll allow you to unlock better lures, better upgrades, stuff like that. You just got to keep spending money on your camp tier. I'm maxed out at my camp tier, so I'm sure I should be good on that. Upgrades. So this is where your upgrades come in. I should go through the baits real quick. So the baits, the worm bait is it's like I said, it's the base bait, so you're not going to catch anything too fancy with that. You'll catch like your standard, I don't know, guppy or koi fish or goldfish or whatever in like a lake. But if you want to go to the ocean and collect some saltwater fish, you'd probably get something like I don't know. I really don't know a lot of the fish. Let's actually, I'll get this up. But you get the point. You get like standard boring fish. And then as you upgrade, you'll get better fish types. The best two baits are going to be the squid bait and the nautilus bait. Those are for heavy hitter fishes. In this little fishing store with the frog, you can also get different hooks and lures. This one is better for catching small fish. You can use this to, it says right there, it'll tell you right there underneath the lure what it does. Catches weight for your input before beginning to reel in. I don't know why you want that, but I guess it works. Challenge lure, it creates a little mini game for you. There's just a bunch of different ones. And then obviously you can get your little fishing rods here. And that's basically it. You can also get like a little portable bait station if you don't want to walk around. I don't know what fishing buddies are. I'd have to ask my friend more in detail what those are. And then over here, this little possum or rat lady. I don't know what she is, but this is where you'll get your little cosmetics. So here you can get your faces. You can get your noses, mouths, eyes. You can get beanies, hats, t-shirts, tank tops, pants, shorts, flannels, hoodies, glasses. You can get all kinds of stuff here. Even bobbers. I have the little ducky bobber. And then titles. I'll get into titles in a second. This chalk is used for drawing, and I'm not sure what the guitar and tambourine do. I have a tambourine, but I'm not sure really what it does. And that's essentially it. So let's go ahead and exit, and I'll show you a little bit more about the inventory and backpack and all that. So if you hit tab on your keyboard, it'll bring up this little menu area. This is your backpack. This is your inventory. Up here you have inventory. You have your journal to see all the creatures you've caught. You have your customization little tab here. This is an inbox. You can send letters to other players you're playing with, and this shows you how many players are in your server. This, these are your tools in your inventory. You start off with the old reliable, simple fishing rod. This is your base fishing rod. It's nothing too fancy. My friend showed me how to get the spectral rod. This is like a ghost rod. It's very, very cool. I'm not sure what the difference is between the two rods, but I played with my friend and they were taking me on this journey to get the spectral rod. This is for my girlfriend. Whenever she gets the game, I'm going to gift this to her through the mail. And then tambourine, like I said, I have the tambourine. And then the metal detector. I'll get into the metal detector later. First, we have to learn how to fish. I'll get into the metal detector later. Sorry. I always get a little allergy-ridden and sniffly in the morning. Over here is when you hit tab on your keyboard and you bring up your little backpack area, over to the left, you will see your rank. Ranking is basically the same as any other game. You'll start off ranking up really easily, level 1, level 2, level 3, but as you hit certain ranks, it becomes exponentially harder to rank up. I'm at rank 33, and I've been playing this game for a week now, and I'm at 9,098, and I have to get to 13,000 to level up, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I have been on Eagle Scout 4, rank 33, for a while now. You also have your badge, and this is how much money you have. Money is very easy. You basically just catch fish, sell them, and then you'll get money for it. Creatures. These are all the creatures I have with me in my inventory right now. Watch Fragment, I picked that up while I was metal detecting. I caught this alpha huge grouper yesterday when I tried to record this video for the first time, and it just did not work, and the audio cut out. So that was kind of sad because I caught this on video and I was excited about it. Small salmon. You could also have a choice to get a coin bag, so this will add some extra money to your inventory once you catch fish, and all that. So now let's go ahead and go to journal. So this is freshwater fish. You have your little tabs here: freshwater, saltwater, and miscellaneous. Freshwater fish. Up here you have these little colors. These little colors will indicate what type of fish you're catching. So you have a chance of getting a normal, a shining, a glistening, an opulent, a radiant, and an alpha. I don't know why on the journal progress tab, little pop-up thing there, it shows that normal and shining are the same color, when obviously normal is this dark brown, and then shining is this like light brown, beige color. And then yeah, essentially what it is, you'll basically get, like, these different colors are indicating how much better the fish is. I don't know why it took me so long to get that, but obviously normal is not, like, a great fish to have. It's very basic. You probably won't get that much money out of it. The shining is a little bit better. Glistening is also a little bit better. You'll get some money for it. It's very basic, but opulent, radiant, and alpha are what you want to look at. Those are the three types of fish you'll get the most money for. And then if you go down here, these fish that you see right here on my tab are not all the fish I have with me right now. These are just all of the fish I've caught in freshwater bodies of water, essentially. So I've caught an axolotl, I've caught largemouth bass, and then at the top these little circles indicate which types of those fish I've caught. So with the axolotl, I've only caught a glistening axolotl. With the largemouth bass, I've caught a looks like I've caught a shining, yes, a shining, a glistening, and an opulent. And then if I go down, I guess I don't have one of all of the ranks because I don't really tend to do much fishing in the smaller bodies of water or the freshwater. I tend to go for the large oceans and saltwater. And then these little grayed out tabs are just fishes that I have not caught yet. So switching over to saltwater, as you see here, I've caught a lot of different ones in the saltwater category. It's the same basic principle: normal, shining, glistening, opulent, radiant, alpha. And I've caught every fish in the saltwater category. And if we look at, like, let's see here, like right here, like this dogfish, I've only caught an opulent, a glistening, and looks like a shining. But if we go down, this seahorse, I've caught one of every single category: the normal, the shining, the glistening, the opulent, the radiant, and the alpha. So basically, yeah, you get extra money depending on if you get alpha and radiant. It'll even tell you how many fish you've caught for the alpha and radiant and opulent and all that. So this is where you want to go for all the fish you've caught to see in your journal. And then miscellaneous, like I said, there's a few I haven't caught yet, but you also get unidentified fish objects, which are what I caught at the beginning of the video. Drink rings, the things that kill the turtles. You get plastic bags, you can get soda cans, weed, branches, diamonds, boots, and then I also caught a horseshoe crab, which was kind of cool. But so yeah, that's essentially your journal to see what fish you've caught and the ranks and tiers of the fish and creatures that you get. Customize, this is where you can customize your character, dog, cat, that kind of thing. Collie pattern, tux pattern, spotted pattern, calico pattern. This is your primary color of fur. I have white fur, as you can see, but you can choose whatever fur you want. And then secondary color fur, I have black fur around the head and the ears. And then you can choose your tail here. That's body. Face, you can choose what your eyes look like. I went with these little rascally, like devilish, mischievous little eyes here, but you can choose your eyes. You have drained, annoyed, sassy, scribble. You have a bunch of different eye choices. Nose, you can have all these. I don't really pay attention to the nose, but mouth is also kind of funny. I have this little bucktooth little thing going on here, but this is where you can choose what your face looks like. Clothes, I have the standard typical gone fishing hat, flannel. I have a collar on because I'm a dog, green shirt. I have these little yellow rain boots. You can also get overalls and stuff like that, and I also have these little alien particles that swarm around my character. And then miscellaneous, this is where you get your titles. So basically, if you look right here, it says my name. That's my Steam username, and then underneath it says shithead. That is my title. You can get so many different titles. You can get goober title. This was my original title, was goober, because I felt like it fit me perfectly, but now that I have the shithead title, I think that works. That speaks wonders to me. I'm going to choose the ducky bobber because I think that's funny. And you can choose your voice pitch options. And speaking of that, if you hit G, you can bark or meow, and then if you hit K, you can give little kisses. Now, if you want to growl, I don't know if the cats can growl, but if you hold control and hit G, you can growl. So, inbox, like I said, you can just send letters to other players, and this is what basically tells you where the players are that you're playing with. So that's essentially your little journal inventory area. Alright, so I think what we can do is I have the fishing rod here. If I hit 1, I have it hotkeyed to the number 1 on my keyboard. But first, let's go up here. This is, instead of, if you don't want to hit tab, you can go up to your top right corner and hit the backpack, and it brings up the same little menu. The prop menu, I don't mess with props that much. Essentially, you can get props like a toilet, and you can get like a green screen. You can get all kinds of props. And then over here, you have emotes, but you can also hit C on your keyboard, and it brings up a whole list of emotes like a little wave. You can sit down while you fish. You can do this little lovey-dovey thing. You can hang your head in sadness, be alert, that kind of stuff. So those are your little emotes. And then up here is your tackle box. This is where you will pick your bait and you will pick your lure. I have the lucky hook as my lure because I had the golden hook, but the thing about this is that the lucky hook, basically, it gives you a small amount of cash every single time you fish. And also, I think there's a better chance of catching better fish, no matter what the bait is. When you use bait, it takes 1 bait away, and I switched from the golden hook because you have a chance of getting really, really rare fish. However, it uses 3 bait at a time, and I don't like spending so much money on bait every single time very quickly, so I just went with that. So let's go ahead and start fishing. I have the Nautilus bait installed or selected and the lucky hook. So yeah, basically if you want to go up here to your tackle box, you can also hit B on your keyboard and it'll bring up your tackle box for baits and lures. So what we're gonna do is at spawn, the sell bait station, we're gonna turn left at the sell bait station, and then see this little blue mushroom. This is a trampoline, so we're gonna trampoline across this body of water over here, and then hit spacebar in midair so you can glide. because if you hit spacebar, you can just kind of slide like a little baseball player. So what we're going to do is, instead of fishing over here at this little lake, I'm going to go over to that rock over there in the middle of the ocean and fish out of the ocean. It's a little tricky getting to that little rock because it's very slanted and you can slide off very easily. So what you have to do is bounce off of this little mushroom, and then right as you're in midair about to land on the rock, hit spacebar and slide like a baseball player. And you should be able to get onto it. Kind of like, not like that, but you see what I mean. It's very slippery, it's very slanted, and then like that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to fish now. To fish, fishing's kind of a little awkward, I should say. What you want to do, hold left mouse click, and then you'll see this little crosshair in the ocean down there if you see it moving. And that crosshair basically determines how far you're casting out your fishing line. So hold left click, do that, and then let go. Have a little rubber ducky bobber. And then you wait. It's basically like real fishing. It's a little waiting game. And then once you catch a fish, you'll have this little red exclamation mark appear over your head, and a little bell will chime if you have the bell turned on in the settings. And then what's going to happen is a little icon is going to appear on your screen and have a bunch of numbers to the side, like right here. Like it says 224, 197. Basically, you want to hold down left mouse button and click. Click where it has those numbers, and then keep holding, press and hold, and you'll catch a fish. So right there, I caught a radiant oyster, which is really cool. Yeah. So fishing is a little weird. It took me a bit to get used to in this game because I could not for the life of me figure out how to catch the fish because it would keep disconnecting from my line. But that's essentially it. You basically, once the red exclamation mark hits and the little icon pops up with the numbers, press and hold left click, and then when the little bar hits those numbers, click, because if you don't click, then you will lose that fish. So let's see if I can do it again. I'll fish a couple times and then I'll head back to the island. Right there. Okay. So hold, click, 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 and then boom. Opulent small swordfish. There you go. Now, if you've noticed, when you catch a fish, you'll see like stars in the top left corner. Those stars indicate how good of a fish it is. If it's 1 or 2 stars, it's usually nothing too great. If it's 3 stars, it's somewhat mid. But if it's 4 or 5 stars, it's probably a pretty good fish. So that one's 3 stars. It's probably a little mid. It's probably nothing too fancy, nothing to write home about. And we get an opulent branch. Like I said, it's nothing too fancy. So we'll fish a couple more times. And then obviously at the top right there, you can see how far you're leveling up every time you fish to get to your next level. I hope I'm explaining this game good, because my friend was really good at explaining it. Alright, that's a 4-star fish. This one should be decent. Again, just because it says 4 or 5 doesn't mean it's 100% guaranteed to be a good fish, but usually you have a better chance of it. Like right there, a radiant, gigantic bluefish. That's really good. Let's go ahead and do it again. This game is addicting. Like, you will lose several hours just by doing this. One time, like if I hit tab, creatures here, I had 7 tabs of fish from just grinding for several hours on this game because I was fishing nonstop. This is a 3-star fish, as you see in the top left corner, so it probably won't be anything too fancy. Look like a seahorse. Yep. A little opulent seahorse. Alright, we'll fish one more time, and then I'll head back to the shore and show you guys other stuff on the island. And then I'll probably call it quits and end the video there, because this video, I want to upload this while it's still hot. I mean, like, this game is still very popular. I think it's gaining more traction. It's version 1.10, I want to say right now. I don't know if this game is going to get any more popular or if it's going to, like, die out quicker than it let on. But I don't know. I really find this game very enjoyable. It's a great game to play with your friends and just lose yourself for hours on end. Um, it's a very fun game. I hope it keeps popularity. I don't think it's going to be a huge like blockbuster game, but I hope it doesn't lose traction very quickly because it's very fun. It's very addicting, and it's very easy to lose time in. You could play this game all day and just fucking not know where the daylight went. Now, this is taking quite a bit. So if you want to kind of speed up the time of your fish catching on, I didn't do it there, but you can also, this is a 4-star fish. You can hold left click and reel in your line a little bit. I'm sorry if you hear my dog. Hi, Ava. Alright. Ooh, is that a lobster? Radiant lobster. Cool. Alrighty. What a beauty. Alright. So now we're going to go back. Now the cool thing is, if you're lost, if you're exploring the map and you get lost and you don't know how to get back to spawn, hit escape and then there's a return to spawn button. And it just takes you right back to spawn. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you another area of the map where you can get some other stuff if you want to buy other stuff besides cosmetics and upgrades. Oh, I should probably also show you the vending machine. My Discord is annoying. Here you can get drinks. Some drinks are just like this will help. It's a sprinting bonus, so you can run faster. You can sprint for 5 minutes. These are just drinks that get you drunk, but these drinks are drinks that help you. Or no, these drinks are the drinks that help you like catch better fish. There's like catcher's luck and all that. So you have drinks that help you with certain things. And then over here, this building is an aquarium. You can put fish in your your little aquarium, but you can only hold one fish in the aquarium, which I think is kind of silly. But yeah, nothing too fancy. You basically just pull out your fish from your inventory and then hit E and put it in there. So what I want to show you is this little shack on the beach. So we have to go find it. I'm actually going to go this way. And I'm going to land in the water because I overestimated how far I could go. And I did that again. Sweet. So if we go this way, climb up this bridge over here. And like I said, yeah, if you explore the island and you get lost, just hit escape and hit return to spawn, and you'll be teleported right back to spawn. So over here on this little, by this little dock area and these two rocks, you'll see this little shack kind of hidden in between these canyons. You'll have another sell and bait station, but this is where you can get some extra cool stuff like trinkets, like watches and hats and swords. You can also get scratch-off tickets. I'm going to buy a really good one, just one, and we'll get another one. And then you can get props here. Like I said, you can get a toilet, you can get a whoopee cushion, green screen, all that. I'm going to put my little thing away, hit tab, and we're going to go to tools, and let's get the scratch-off ticket. So if you just hold left mouse button and, like, scribble. I don't think I got anything. Nope, didn't get anything. And then if I use this one, you can basically these are just help you win more money. It's very rare that you get anything above like $250, but sometimes you do. So yeah, that's essentially it. So the last thing I want to do before I get out of here is use the metal detector. So if you can actually buy the metal detector in this building. I already have it, so it's not going to show up, but right here, metal detector. And this won't help you find anything too great. You'll find like pieces of watch, so you can build a watch. You can also find soda cans and the tops of soda cans, like the little tabs. So you won't find anything too great, but I did want to showcase it before I left just to show you that it exists and you can do it. And how it works is a red dot will appear above your head when there's something in the area, and then you basically play a game of hot and cold and search around for the little piece of whatever it is you're looking for. So we're going to do this. the little red dot will appear eventually. You'll have to do it for a little bit. And then you play a game of hot and cold. Just walk around until the red dot starts blinking really fast and making a high-pitched noise. And you should have it. A little speck of dirt will come out of the ground and you'll have something. Oh, right there. See the little red dot? Alright, we're losing it. Right there. And we got a button. So that's essentially how the metal detector works. You just walk around with it and eventually you'll get something. So, yeah. I think that's about it. I think that covers essentially everything. I would recommend everyone go out and buy this game if you want just a game. If you're looking for a game to get lost in, or maybe you're bored with a lot of the games you're playing now and you just want something new and fresh. It's essentially like Animal Crossing. I don't know how long it is before the dreaded company utters the words that gets this game canceled, because they fucking suck. I'm not going to mention the name of the company for legal issues. Yeah. And for legal reasons, it's a joke. It's a joke. For legal reasons, I'm just making a joke. It's nothing serious. So that's essentially the whole game. This is web fishing. It's very addicting. Like I said, it's a great game to lose several hours in, play with your friends. I've played with a couple of my friends before, and it's really fun. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the video there. Like I said, over here you have a chat before I go. If you see these words, "What was that?" written in blue text, that's a chance that you have a unidentified fish object coming down from space and landing in a body of water. And to find it, you'll just see smoke rising above the trees. Go to that smoke and then just fish it out like you would a normal fish, and you'll get a UFO, unidentified fish object. So that's it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I will leave the link to the Steam page of this game in the description below if anyone wants to go out there and play it. It's very addicting. It's very fun. Shut up! My fish, or not my fish, fuck. My birds are annoying. If I've gone missing, I've gone fishing. So, yeah, I would recommend this game. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, like I said. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, fuck. I took a screenshot.